Daddy Freeze.
How
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you, sir. Hey.
Wait,
Sorry?
what is really going on with this? We just want the updates. What's happening?
The corona inquest is what is going on now, for now. The autopsy results will definitely be read when the time is right. The government will, I think the government, the judges will do that when the time is right. And when the time is right, the police will announce it also. So my take is that they want the coronal inquest to go on, as it should be. They don't really want any, distractions. So I think they're just trying to take it one step at a time, because when I had a discussion with one of the officers, they're like, even if this thing comes out, if the autopsy comes out, you should know that definitely it's going to go through the right channel. And then the right channel will be the one to, make use of it at the end of the day. They're not going to just come and have it and just post it on social media. So, and if it's time for them to make an announcement about it, they will do that. But obviously, all hands are still on deck and the case is still ongoing. So,
Now,
that
Tonto, earlier on, he was unhappy with the way Mohbad's dad is handling the situation, charging for 15 for interviews. Iyabo Ojo.
it was alleged. I don't know. I'm not part of that. I'm not part of that team, so I don't know. It was alleged, so it's now left for Baba Mohbad to say, oh, it's true or it's not true. So I really cannot say whether that is true or not, but it was alleged. So it might be a lie and it might be true, but I really cannot say.
Okay.
I really cannot say.
Because when I was reading through this, I was like, wow. There are some other points that I like to raise real quick. Let me just, the letter again. And it was about him releasing an album.
Did he actually release an album? Or was that, I thought it was fake. Is that real?
I don't know. I saw it on, that's why I'm asking you guys, because Tonto sounded very pained. There was one part that she said, Mohbad, from the depth of my heart, I extend a profound apology. You deserve so much more, and it pains me to witness your struggles with steadfast support coming from your compassionate souls. It is a promise we will keep fighting regardless of the names we're being called. Papa Mohbad, I empathize with the harsh realities of poor condition. But when it involves your own flesh and blood, your son, it is truly heartbreaking. How is it that material things or wealth seems to outweigh the love for your own child? I noticed this myself. I may be wrong. Iyabo, what is your take on this land DNA? I agree that the DNA must be done. And I commented something on Instablog Niger. I said, I understand the clamor for the DNA. But when you say that the DNA must be done to preserve the future of the child, I begin to query the motives. And why?
Okay, so, you've asked me like 3 questions now, so which one do you want me to...
Okay, my own head said, boy, I don't waiting to talk.
Okay, so let me start with the DNA saga. You and I know, and a lot of learned people know, that the only 2 people who have the right to ask for a DNA is the father and the mother of the child. So now, in the case where the grandfather is requesting for a DNA, it has to be done the right way, and which is following legal procedures, steps, right? And to the best of my knowledge, the last time I came out, I said I called Wumi and I was like, Wumi, what's going on about this DNA stuff? And she's like, she's ready to do it, but she has her lawyers and things, because it's a lot of things.
Very funny.
I know because I know so much, but I can only say so little, because I am one of the people that have been saying we don't want distractions, we don't want distractions, we don't want distractions. So their family matter is something I really don't want to get involved with. But the reason why I just decided to wage in and tell Fumi and tell Wumi that, look, Wumi, what about this DNA thing? And I had to do that with a lot of maturity. You need to understand that it's not easy for, whether she's young or not, she's a mother, she's an adult. Someone cannot just come to me and say, yeah, but get a DNA test done for your child. It kind of sounds funny. So when I had to do it, I had to be very mature about it. And because I could see that Mohbad's mom too was like, the woman is tired already. She just wants everything to be, over with, And I spoke to Wumi, and Wumi said then that, sis, as I'm speaking to you, nobody has come to me or contacted me or my lawyer. And, because there's already an issue on ground, all this, I hate her, she F's around, all these things that were said by, her father-in-law, there's a lot of, anger, issues, emotions rolling around the whole scenario. Do you understand? And we're trying to just calm her down to say, what, just take it easy. And, just for your own child, let's get this done. But she has her legal lawyers who are also, there advising her legally. And there are things that she cannot do on her own anymore, that she has to do through her lawyers. Do you understand? So the issue is that, yes, she wants to have that DNA done, but it has to go through her lawyers, which is the legal procedure. And to the best of my knowledge now, they have actually written, you understand, a letter to Mumi's lawyer, and they have also responded. They have responded, and they also have also responded back. So now there's a back and forth, within the lawyers, and so they want the test done of his grandson. They also have requested that he also needs to get a test done first. He needs to get court orders. He needs to also make sure that the tests, they're being done in 3 different places, So, and which America is part of it. And they have to fund the whole bill, So, they have also responded that they are ready to do all that. Sorry?
What is the bill?
They will go and find out how to. I don't know if Wumi has and her son have American visa. So they will have to go through that process, get a visa, then get the ticket.
Send sample.
That's why I'm telling you that. the legal teams are the one going back and forth right now on that, because according to Wumi's lawyer, they are ready to do it, but they have conditions that must be met, And I think Mohbad's dad also has said, okay, they are going to meet all these conditions, but Wumi too has to pay for if Baba Mohbad wants to run his own tests, So there's a lot of back and forth, going on there. Hopefully, they would come to a conclusion. They will come to a conclusion, and that will be done. But for me, my own concern.
Pay for his own DNA test.
Sorry?
That the lady would pay for his own if he wants to run a private one, separately from the one he's going to pay for. If he wants to run his own, the lady would pay for it. That is freeze, like I said, they just made a caricature out of this. I don't know when we stopped looking for justice and started looking for DNA. Like I said in my write-up, I am 100% in support of DNA. But when has DNA become justice? When has DNA become justice? This man was busy fighting for land, busy fighting for justice for DNA, while the people who fought with his child, frustrated these boys, are out there on the street now doing charity. I always see it in the...
I've tried my own part to talk to Wumi, and Wumi has said yes, she's going to do it, but she has to go through he has to go through her legal team. So now they are going through the legal team. So hopefully maybe the two legal teams will meet, at a meeting point and be able to resolve the issue. That one is not something any of us can,
Yes,
because it has become a legal issue now. Mm-hmm. So they are both dealing with it. So
from the beginning, we didn't even want to interfere with the DNA thing because it is not our problem. Yes. We are fighting for justice for the world. It's just the different, dragging tags here, emotions that is making us even speak on DNA. If not, I don't have any business with the DNA. It's none of my business. I'm not part of the family. It's the family's responsibility. Even like while some people say go and fight for Wumi for DNA, I say we have fought the fight. We're still fighting the fight. When you see this particular part, it is the family that is supposed to fight it by themselves. And I don't think
they've already started fighting now, Tonto.
I know.
The legal teams are involved.
I know.
You understand?
I know, but I'm saying at this point, everybody should actually have a recall. To have a recall, a rethink, and just a brain booster. Even I'm sure they feel some of it. They feel even more. That should even, put all of them back together and have a
Wumi's lawyer, somebody said Iyabo is the one prolonging it. I'm not the legal team now. Am I? Is that you don't know Daddy Falano? Daddy Falano is a lawyer now. Daddy Falano is a lawyer. So is that the Falano that and the Baba's lawyer, I don't know Baba's lawyer's name, they are the one handling it. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge. Our own was to create awareness and to pursue it and enforce it, and that's what we've done. So everything that we have asked that should be done, it's going on. So, assuming the corona inquest has ended and there's nothing going on again, that is when we can come out again. But the corona inquest is ongoing, So, the way court case is not today or tomorrow. It's something that takes time, and they are on it. We are there, listening to everything and watching. As long as there's a case going on, the justice is also going on.
Now, let me ask you a question, the two of you. By your
someone said, Iyabo, did she demand a legal team on her behalf demanded? Hey,
by your
hello.
Who did? What?
What did you say?
What?
Well, hello.
Oh my God.
Like, this is how the life would matter, family matter.
No,
Yeah.
but the way
The thing is that Papa Mohbad, we love you. We love you. We're not fighting with you. We're not fighting against. We're not fighting with you. We're not fighting against you. We just want you to do the right thing by your family and your son. You know, I'm a child. I can't even give you advice. You know, even if I make mistake, I don't believe that the same mistake.
Is it true you signed a contract? Is that contract true?
Well, from inside this, yes. But like you said, everything is alleged until maybe Famunyash blow. You know?
So, Daddy Free, is there any other question for me? Any question of the day?
great question, yellow. What is so me gone me the paro? I can't.
Wow.
Mama, stop saying that now.
Who do you think by Mohbad? According to your own opinion, who do you think?
When I'm not a judge and I'm not a spiritualist, Emma
Even if, like I said in the beginning, that there's some things that I have opinion about that I don't have to necessarily voice out. This kind of question is one of it. You know, you just keep it in your heart and you just pray that
you know, according to the story, if we are still following, because you know that's why they're having the coronal inquest. So according to the stories that are on ground, until that autopsy result is being read, and we know exactly what went down, we really cannot say for a certainty that this is what's bad. We know for a fact he had an issue, a fight with his friend. We know for a fact that he had the little bruise on his hand. We know for a fact they called a nurse and he was. We know for a fact that he reacted to it and then he lost his life. Those are the things that we know for a fact. So, but until the test result comes out, until the autopsy result is out anyway, I'm sure, but until they now read it and maybe people in court get to hear that information, then we can know for a certainty, okay, this is exactly what happened, you know? So until that happens, we really cannot say what exactly happened. But we just know that, okay, there was an issue. He had a cut. They called the nurse. He wasn't feeling so fine. They gave him an injection. He asked them to pull it out. And then later he died. That's just what we have for now. Until they now read it and we know that, okay, this is exactly what happened.
Mohbad's wife.
Yeah.
And Mohbad's father. And what do you bring the relationship? Because I saw a video today of them dancing together. Such.
We're very good.
From what I have heard so far from Mumi's side, and a little bit of what I've heard from Mohbad's mom, they had a very cordial relationship. They were very cordial. And I don't know when all this issues. I knew there were issues. According to them, there were issues before Mohbad died. You know, issues about placenta or no placenta. You know, so I think those things started building up gradually between them at a time. You know, Mohbad's mom's story is for Mohbad's mom to come and tell. She has a total different version.
Yes.
Bring her.
Right?
want to come and talk.
She doesn't want to, and
I don't even think it's advisable because Daddy Freeze.
she doesn't want to because she feels that the drama is too much. She feels that all she wants is that justice should be found and Mohbad should be. She really does not like the fact that, you know, bloggers are feeding off her son. So she feels like also coming out, you should know that between Mohbad and Mama Mohbad, there are 3 children. You understand? May Mohbad so rest in peace. They still have 2 kids together. And Mohbad tried his best to make peace between both of them before his demise, right? He tried his best to bring them together. So she feels like coming out to be granting interview and saying her own parts and countering whatever, you know, has been said is going to bring a whole lot of drama. You know, so, and we need to understand that she's still mourning. Her son just a few months ago. It's still very fresh.